As suggested by a viewer, we're playing a Garg deck today, fueled of course by our Gargologist. Say that 5 times fast. We have plenty of good Gargs in this deck, should be good. This is actually the first deck with 4 rows since, I guess on this channel. I think I have played this exact deck once. I made a few modifications to make it a little more Gargy, especially with the buffed and nerfed Gargs recently. So here's the scoop. This bronze player has never seen a Garg in his life. He doesn't know that class of card exists. So this will be a rude awakening for Sir Breadface123 Fire Name. But I know it's the first 4-row deck because my crop setting I use here to crop my deck doesn't work. I need to adjust it. So yeah, coming off the back of a banger, I think that one cost video, one of the best concepts at least I've had on this channel so far. I think it could be big. Garg Feast. Now even Gargologist will also make this cheaper, so it'll be an 8 cost. Not that I really think it'll last that long on the board, but it is an interesting thought. Okay, so this is a freeze deck. It's a good budget deck for Sir Breadface. I get it, but unfortunately, we're just gonna end his life. I have no choice. I have to break your neck. So yeah, not much to talk about now. I've just been chilling, chugging along. Normally I would have an 8 a.m. on Wednesdays. Today's Wednesday for me, and that would mean that I could not be recording right now. However, it's a chem lab, and our chem labs, we don't have chem labs for the first 2 weeks. However, next week I will have a chem lab, and so I'm not quite sure when I'm going to record on Wednesdays then. But it's not the end of the world. Okay. Should still be fine. We could get a 620 here. That would be really silly. Okay. He's going to actually kill a guard. That's fine, I suppose, because he is investing 6 cost into that one card, and this one was also 6 cost. It's a worthwhile trade, I'd say. I'd posit. Wizard Garg, we actually don't want to play because it'll make our Garg, it'll leap our Garg. But Cheese Cutter's a great threat, and the conjures we get are very nice. Some of the best conjures. Sorry, I don't know where that's coming from. But this is a really, really solid play. And frankly, not removing this Gargologist is throwing his game. I get it, it's the first time he's seen the card, but I don't think he understands math. I don't think he understands the threat it poses. Now, if this blocks, it doesn't. No need. But he could have gotten the 5 damage in the middle lane, which would make this guard very sad. But we're just going to conjure more? Yeah, that's a concede. That's right. We just had too many cards, and frankly, his deck did not have the tools to handle me or my might. So we'll go again. And I love Cheese Cutter. I think Cheese Cutter is the best card in this deck, full of Gargs. I think my president would agree with me. And so, because when you have Cheese Cutter on the board, it creates so many more. You can't, if you go Cheese Cutter into Gargologist, you can't remove the Gargologist because your Cheese Cutter is going to get 3 hits. That's 2 win conditions right there for 1 cost and 2 cost, which is very solid. So now we're going to see if this can survive this turn 2. There's a lot of threats. Could get Berry Blasted, but if it doesn't, we'll be in business. Some of the most business anyone's ever been in. Sorry, this is a very Trumpian episode. Not that it's necessarily a terrible, terrible thing, but they're doing construction outside. I hear something very loud. I don't think it's picking up, but, okay, he's made a mistake. That walnut was your first mistake of this game. And your second was queuing up in the first place. I mean, flip that. That's how that phrase goes. That was your second mistake. But now we have our Supernova Garg down on the field. It should... Okay. He's going to remove my Gargologist. He has a chance. But that's all he has. Let me tell you. Okay, he's going to... I don't care about this lane. That will do kill me in 5 turns. I'll be out of here in 5 turns, okay? I think we will save that lane for our King of the Grill. And so for now, we're just going to play a hunt. More damage in his face. That's all I care about. And this Supernova Garg is quite the threat. Okay, 5/7 for 5 cost is very good stats. Given that Smashing Garg is the other Garg for 5 cost, this is so much better. Infinitely better. I removed Smashing Garg from this deck because of how bad it was. Okay. He's gonna do 4 damage to me. Whew. Ouch. Normal Potato Mine is very interesting. Sim pick. Now, Primal Potato Mine is still like a common, so I don't even know why you'd run that. You could craft 4 primals for like $1. He's gonna heal his walnut. He thinks that's gonna save him. When we all know it won't. Deep Sea Guard is also like actually pretty good now in our society. Okay, he just hates me, I guess. I guess he wants me to die. So we could let that perish. Unless he has another photo. That's odd. Why would he photosynthesize that? We want 5 damage. So even though this will die next turn, I don't care. It's time to kill him now. Yeah, that's another concede. 2 dominant performances. I didn't think... Listen, this deck can be really bad if you, play early tempo, maybe it'd struggle into aggro, remove the Gargologist when it comes on the field, or if I just draw bad, and I don't get my Gargologist, I don't get Chief Gargs. But right now that hasn't happened. We haven't even gotten to experience the full might of this deck, because, frankly, my opponents are scared. Okay? They're cowards. We're gonna Cheese Cut. This is bait. I probably should have saved this Cheese Cutter a turn because of that superpower. 25% chance he has it. That's a 25% chance that I do very, very bad. But this is a good matchup with our Cyborg Zombie. Cyborg won't die. He could place another thing to get it out of that range. Fine. We'll play it, but turn 3, we're playing Cheese Cutter, and then we're going to smash whatever he plays in front of it. Gah, gah, gah. It's going to be gone. Completely wiped off the face of the planet. Our Cheese Cutter's going to hit. We're going to get a beautiful Gourmet card. Maybe the Fat Zombie. I forget its name. Okay. That does a lot of damage. I cannot lie. No lies detected. But this puts us at an impasse for whether we should put our Cheese Cutter in front of that, or if we should put it elsewhere. I think I'm going to put it elsewhere, because if he cannot answer the threat, I'll smash it. He might want to take this turn to play Planet of the Grapes, or a Mushroom Environment. He doesn't. Okay. He's going to kill it anyway. So we'll smash it. Prevent some damage. But now it's turn 4. If I don't... Might not get anything good on turn 4. But honestly, a pass, that's fine. Maybe. Could put us in danger depending on what he can set up on this turn. How much damage he can do with this Astro Shroom. He only has 3 cards though. I think he's ran completely out of steam. That's why you need Planet of the Grapes in these Mushroom decks. And now it's time to end his Bloodline. It's time to put him in a bag. I think the Astro Shroom is the biggest threat. Punish Shroom's annoying, but it does block them. Ooh. That's not good. I've seen a lot of games. That's not good. We need to get pretty lucky with blocks here. See, if we had played a Supernova Guard in front of that, it would have destroyed both. And they would have been none the wiser. We do have it. And we have Gladiator. This could be the only winning line that saves us. Because when we destroy these, it'll punish twice. It'll do 2 damage to our Gladiator, not our face, and we'll survive. Whew! Not even close. This deck is just quite good. This Gladiator has saved us. And I think, even though it should only survive 1 hit of a Punish Room, because they're activating at the same time, they'll both... I forget they don't always go to your hero, so that one's on me. Why would he do this? He knows that that's the ability of the Supernova Guard. Maybe he didn't, but you can read, okay? Reading's a very valuable tool. We're all taught it, unless you're not. And in that case, sorry about that one. I think it's... See, I doubt he has any powerful plant tricks that defensive end would counter. But also, do we really need more Frenzy in our life? Yes. I would love a going viral here. But we just don't have... It wouldn't work out. It's okay. But if he does play anything to challenge these Supernova Guards, we can flag those. Oh. Got the 1 cost. I shouldn't have used that trick, to be honest, because of Sporticus. Doesn't matter. We're okay. That's going to be 3 wins on the board. 3 wins in like 10 minutes. That's good time. I will see you guys later.